so much. So I've been on a bit of a journey, I would say for about 2 years now. I've been really conscious that go to market and sales has been my real weak point. I was previously a COO, I'm an operator. I'm probably all right at being a salesperson, but broader go to market and figuring out how to find those customers, reach them, and book those meetings in was a weak point. So I've been intensely trying to level up, and I actually had breakfast with one of my investors this week, and I said to him, we were talking about trying to raise money last year, and I said, I feel like go to market was always our weak point. Now I feel like I wouldn't even say we're okay at it. I feel like it's a strength that we have now. So in terms of what I have learned so much about how to define who it is you should go after, how to then find those people, and how to talk to them, I mean, I feel like I can't do this justice in a few minutes. There's so much that I've learned, but for me, it feels like very heavy and strong on the personal learnings in terms of leveling up and being a leader. It feels like the whole experience so far, and I'm still working with you guys, it's been so educational. It's very hard to put into a few words.
It really was just around the need to constantly revalidate the decisions you're making against the kind of wider vision of the business. So it's quite easy to get focused on executing a plan without necessarily zooming out and just looking at what you're trying to achieve, and might there be a quicker, easier, simpler way, and then once you've done that, really focus on what's important and double down on it. So it's that kind of constant sifting of, I guess, noise and things you can get excited about as a founder, and saying, right, of these 10 really exciting things we're doing, actually this one thing over here is the difference maker. So let's really double down on that, and making sure you do that regularly, rather than just once when you first write your pitch deck and say, this is the thing I'm going to do.
I think it's less about what we learned specifically around, in as much as more just like having the guys around us challenging our thinking and just bringing some external reference points. It was less like a sort of like a lecture student type. We learned these things. It's more like actually we worked together on a set of challenges. I think it's a bit more like that. I'm sure there were some specifics, but it's quite a while ago now, and it's hard to remember specifics particular things.
Before I met the team from Vencha, I knew very little about the SaaS world. My background was marketing and tech, and we were very much sort of project-based company. So meeting the guys from Vencha brought me and opened my eyes to the world of SaaS and the way it worked. And they took me on a journey of discovery, first of all, which was understanding, analyzing product right the way through to sort of customer research, and then obviously about the financials behind it and how the business models are structured. So it was a full sort of 360 educational piece. So I couldn't have learned any more, really. It was we were very fresh to this world. And we couldn't have asked for a stronger team to sort of take us into it.
Well, it's not one thing, it's many things. The first is just the incredible value that comes from stepping away from the bubble and the intensity of that, as a founder, working in an early stage startup, and the value of getting guidance, advice from two very good guys and very smart guys and very experienced guys. So the space, the distance, and the objectivity that comes from sharing your problems with others and learning from their perspective.